In a world where staying silent feels safer, a few Hollywood stars risked it all to stand by their beliefs. Career threats, cancellation, and media backlash couldn't silence them. What did they say? And was it worth the price? Gina Carano. Gina Carano's story is one of triumph, controversy, and resilience. A former undefeated MMA fighter turned actress, Carano shot to stardom with her role in the smash hit Star Wars series, The Mandalorian. She became a fan favorite, praised for her strength and charisma, but her career took a dramatic turn in February 2021. Carano posted a message on social media that sparked outrage. She compared the treatment of modern-day Republicans to the experiences of Jewish people during the Holocaust, emphasizing how propaganda and social division can lead to discrimination. The backlash was swift. Critics accused her of trivializing the Holocaust, while her supporters argued she was simply warning against the dangers of dehumanizing others. Lucasfilm, the studio behind The Mandalorian, wasted no time in firing her, calling her posts abhorrent and unacceptable. The controversy deepened when fans pointed out perceived hypocrisy. Pedro Pascal, Carano's co-star and the lead of The Mandalorian, had made a similar comparison in 2018, equating the treatment of migrant children at the U.S. border to Holocaust victims. Yet Lucasfilm did not take action against Pascal, leading many to accuse the company of applying a double standard based on political leanings. Carano didn't stay silent. In interviews, she described Disney and Lucasfilm's treatment of her as cruel, revealing they had reportedly instructed artists to erase her character from promotional material even before her firing. Despite the backlash and professional setbacks, Carano found a new path forward. She partnered with The Daily Wire, a conservative media outlet, to produce and star in her own film. The Daily Wire is helping make one of my dreams come true, Carano said. I'm sending a message of hope to those living in fear of cancellation. They can't silence us if we don't let them. Carano's experience is a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can shift in Hollywood, particularly for those who challenge prevailing narratives. Her journey also highlights the broader debate over free speech, cancel culture, and political bias in the entertainment industry. Through it all, Carano has remained defiant, carving out her own path on her terms. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt, the star of Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World, has faced backlash not for what he's said or done, but for what he hasn't. Unlike many Hollywood stars, Pratt steers clear of public political statements, yet that silence has made him a target. In 2020, online criticism erupted over assumptions about his political views, though Pratt has never openly declared them. The controversy began when Pratt was spotted wearing a "Don't Tread on Me" t-shirt featuring the iconic coiled rattlesnake from the Gadsden flag. The flag, a symbol of the American Revolution, has occasionally been co-opted by extremist groups, leading some outlets like Yahoo News to question its use. Political commentator Ben Shapiro fired back, calling the accusations pure idiocy and defending the flag's historical roots. Pratt's humor also came under scrutiny. While promoting the animated film Onward on Instagram, he jokingly wrote, "With all that's going on in the world, it is more important than ever that you vote for the 2020 People's Choice Awards." The lighthearted post was branded as insensitive by some who felt it trivialized voting during a contentious election year. The backlash escalated when Pratt skipped a virtual fundraiser for Joe Biden, attended by many of his Marvel co-stars. Social media users began labeling him the worst Chris in Hollywood, a jab in a long-standing internet meme comparing actors named Chris. Yet through it all, Pratt chose not to respond publicly, maintaining a steady silence that speaks volumes about his unwillingness to conform to Hollywood's expectations. While Pratt refrained from addressing the controversy, his Marvel family came to his defense. Robert Downey Jr. praised him as a real Christian who lives by principle, and someone who exemplifies positivity and gratitude. Others echoed similar sentiments, challenging the wave of criticism. Despite the noise, Pratt remains one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, headlining major blockbusters and beloved franchises. His story highlights the pressure in Hollywood to take sides on political matters and how even silence can spark outrage. If you're a fan of videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the latest stories about your favorite Hollywood celebs. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, known for his sharp wit and unapologetically bold humor, has emerged as an unexpected yet powerful voice in the fight against Hollywood's growing culture of political correctness. In 2021, the legendary comedian became the epicenter of controversy following the release of his Netflix special, The Closer. With his trademark style, Chappelle tackled sensitive topics, including gender identity and cancel culture, sparking an immediate and fiery backlash. One particularly debated moment came when Chappelle commented on trans identity with a nuanced yet provocative joke. "I'm not saying trans women aren't women, I'm just saying it's not quite the same. It tastes like, but that's not quite what it is. It's not blood, it's beet juice." The bit was criticized by LGBTQ+ advocacy groups and some Netflix employees who accused him of perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Protests reached a boiling point when Netflix employees staged a walkout demanding the special's removal. One protester declared, "If your satire is punching down, you're being a bully." But Chappelle stood firm. Refusing to apologize, he delivered a cutting retort. "You want a safe working environment at Netflix? Well, it seems like I'm the only one who can't go to the office anymore." Netflix also took a rare stand, defending the comedian's right to free expression and refusing to pull the special. While the decision drew mixed reactions, it underscored Chappelle's influence and the company's commitment to creative freedom. Despite the uproar, Chappelle's career remains untouchable. He continues to sell out arenas and collaborate with major platforms like Netflix, solidifying his status as a comedy icon unafraid to challenge societal norms. His resilience has made him a symbol of free speech and entertainment, sparking critical conversations about the boundaries of comedy and the role of cancel culture in shaping artistic expression. Chappelle's stand isn't just about defending jokes, it's a statement on the importance of preserving diverse perspectives in an industry increasingly constrained by ideological conformity. Bill Maher. Bill Maher, a comedian and talk show host long known for his liberal views, has become an unexpected critic of Hollywood's woke culture. For decades, Maher's HBO show, Real Time, has been a platform for sharp political commentary, often aimed at conservatives. But in recent years, he's turned his attention to what he sees as the excesses of the progressive left, making him a surprising voice of dissent within liberal circles. In 2021, Maher began regularly addressing issues like cancel culture, identity politics, and the rise of extreme political correctness. One memorable rant highlighted the case of Emmanuel Cafferty, a San Diego gas and electric worker who was fired after being accused of making a white supremacist hand gesture while driving. But he's not a white supremacist, he's Latino. And he wasn't making a hand gesture. He was probably just flicking a booger, Maher quipped. Is this really who we want to become? A society of phony, clenched avatars walking on eggshells, always looking over our shoulders? Maher's critiques didn't stop there. He lambasted what he called the left's obsession with race, the erasure of historical nuance, and the increasingly punitive nature of social media-driven outrage. Some of his most biting commentary has been directed at his own ideological allies, leading to backlash from liberal pundits and activists who accuse him of pandering to conservatives. Yet Maher remains unfazed. Let's get this straight. It's not me who's changed. It's the left, he told Vanity Fair. A large contingent has gone mental, and I'm willing to call them out. What sets Maher apart is his resilience. Unlike others who've faced backlash for opposing the dominant Hollywood narrative, Maher's career hasn't suffered. Real Time continues to air on HBO, and he remains a prominent media figure with a loyal following. His ability to speak his mind without significant professional consequences underscores his stature as an established voice in the industry. Maher's journey highlights the growing tensions within liberal circles over free speech and cultural shifts. His willingness to confront these issues, even at the risk of alienating his base, showcases the complexity of the ongoing debate over political correctness in Hollywood. Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey, an Oscar-winning actor and proud centrist, has carved out a unique role in Hollywood as a voice of moderation in an increasingly polarized cultural landscape. While many stars align themselves firmly with one political ideology, McConaughey has taken a bold approach, openly criticizing extremism on both sides of the aisle and calling for unity. In 2020, McConaughey sparked widespread debate during an appearance on Russell Brand's podcast when he took aim at what he called the illiberal left. "There's a lot on that illiberal left that absolutely condescend, patronize, or are arrogant toward that other 50%, he said. His comments ignited discussions across social and traditional media, with some applauding his willingness to address divisive rhetoric and others accusing him of oversimplifying progressive politics. The actor's centrist views also fueled speculation about a potential political career. For months, rumors swirled that McConaughey might run for governor of Texas. Though he ultimately decided against entering the race, he used his platform to advocate for common ground and pragmatic solutions, a message that resonated with fans across the political spectrum. In 2022, McConaughey took his advocacy to the national stage, delivering a heartfelt speech at the White House following the devastating school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, his hometown. "We need to restore our family values. We need to restore our American values," he urged, combining personal passion with a plea for bipartisan cooperation. His speech earned widespread praise for its sincerity and focus on unity, standing out in a time of heightened political division. Unlike many stars who face backlash for stepping into political discourse, McConaughey's career has remained unscathed. His ability to navigate controversial topics without alienating audiences highlights his skill as a communicator and the goodwill he's built over decades in Hollywood. To help us create more engaging content, please let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video interesting, just comment, "Okay." Thank you for your support. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood, an iconic actor, director, and producer with a career spanning over 6 decades, has carved out a distinct space in Hollywood, boldly staying true to his libertarian-leaning values in an industry dominated by liberal perspectives. His unapologetic stance on politics and storytelling has both challenged Hollywood norms and solidified his reputation as a maverick. Eastwood has never shied away from expressing his views. One of his most memorable moments came at the 2012 Republican National Convention, where he delivered a spontaneous and unconventional speech directed at an empty chair symbolizing President Obama. "You're absolutely crazy. You're getting as bad as Biden," he quipped, a line that sparked both ridicule and admiration. While critics dismissed the moment as bizarre, Eastwood stood firm, unfazed by the polarized reactions. His political leanings are often reflected in his work, where he uses his platform as a filmmaker to tell stories that push against Hollywood's prevailing narratives. Eastwood's 2014 film, American Sniper, based on the life of Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, ignited widespread debate. Some accused the film of glorifying war and promoting anti-Muslim sentiment, while others praised it for its raw portrayal of the mental and emotional struggles faced by veterans. Regardless of the controversy, American Sniper became a massive box office hit, grossing over $540 million worldwide and earning 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture. Eastwood's ability to create and finance films that align with his worldview demonstrates the power of his influence in Hollywood. From Gran Torino to Richard Jewell, His projects often tackle complex and divisive themes, sparking conversations that go beyond the screen. At 93, Eastwood continues to defy expectations, actively directing and producing films that resonate with his fiercely independent perspective. Clint Eastwood's enduring career exemplifies how a determined and influential figure can use storytelling to challenge the cultural status quo. His legacy is a testament to the idea that, even in a polarized industry, authenticity and commitment to one's beliefs can carve a lasting impact, both creatively and politically. Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais, the British comedian and creator of The Office, has built a career on sharp humor and unfiltered commentary, often targeting the hypocrisies of Hollywood. Nowhere is this more evident than in his memorable stints hosting the Golden Globe Awards, where he's taken fearless jabs at the industry's elite and their self-congratulatory tendencies. In his fiery 2020 Golden Globes monologue, Gervais spared no one. Apple roared into the TV game with The Morning Show, a superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China, he said, to audible gasps. His critique didn't stop there. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? He mocked actors' political grandstanding, saying, "You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg." This wasn't a one-off moment for Gervais. Across his 5 Golden Globe hosting gigs, he consistently took aim at Hollywood's hypocrisy, virtue signaling, and cozy relationships with powerful corporations. In 2020, he even mocked his own creation, The Office. "You probably know me as the creator of The Office. No, you don't, do you? You think Steve Carell did it all? Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he, Steve Carell? Where does he get his ideas from?" Gervais has also been a vocal critic of cancel culture, defending comedians' rights to joke about any topic. His unapologetic style has made him a polarizing figure in some circles, but it hasn't slowed his success. He continues to create acclaimed shows like Afterlife and perform sold-out stand-up tours. What sets Gervais apart is his ability to say what others won't, turning humor into a powerful weapon against pretense. His willingness to confront Hollywood's contradictions while maintaining his creative success proves that authenticity and fearlessness still have a place in entertainment. Type 1 if you're not going anywhere. We love that you're here till the end. What are your thoughts on the importance of staying true to yourself, even when it's difficult? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and share to keep the conversation going. Subscribe for more content exploring the power of individual expression.